Now let's learn to tie a basic pheasant tail. Pheasant tails are one of the most ubiquitous nymphs that you can find anywhere. You'll find them anywhere and everywhere, that is. And pheasant tails work in a huge range of sizes, from 12s or 14s like this one right here, all the way down to 22s if you can find them or are willing to tie them. So as you can see, the first thing I'm going to do is lay down a really nice thread base on my hook there, and come back one more time right to the back of the hook shank, not down onto the curve. Reach into my flower vase full of pheasant tails here, and we're going to take this pheasant tail, and you can see I've already trimmed some of this off here. We're going to trim about 6 fibers off right at the base, like so. That guy back over there. And then we're going to hold them by the tips, and then we're going to lay those tips in for a tail right here. Kind of measure it about the same length as the hook shank coming out the back. Counter pinch, and then lash it down right there. 2, 3, like that, and then lift up on the butt and wrap forward to about 2/3 of the way up and stop right there. We're not going to trim this off because we're going to use these butts to make our pheasant tail body, but I want to come up forward with the thread so I can tie in my wire and add a little bit of bulk to the body of the fly. Just like so. And now I'm going to wind my pheasant tail fibers forward. But before I do that, the best way to make a really secure pheasant tail is to put just a little hint of super glue on the thread. You can see my brush of my super glue is really messed up right there. And then once you have that on there, then wind your pheasant tail fibers forward. Again, this is another great fly to have a rotary vise for. So once I get my pheasant tail fibers to there, I'm going to lock them right down like so. But I'm not going to cut them off yet. I'm going to kind of grab a little bit more of that there. And I'm going to leave them right there. Now I'm going to wind my wire forward. And when I wind my wire forward, I am going to counter wrap my wire. That means I'm going to go under and away from me. And this is just going to provide a little bit more durability to the fly. And it's going to really lock those pheasant tail fibers in there. Although, when you use super glue, you really don't have to worry about doing this. This is more for visual. More like segmentation than anything else. So now I've locked my wire down on the front. We're going to hold it up. We're going to pinch it down close. We're going to break it off. I said it before, I'll say it again. Never cut the wire with your scissors. There we go. Wire broken off. We're just going to wrap right back here. And then we're going to reach over here and grab a little bit of peacock curl, if we can find it. Best thing about making videos like this is that when you realize you forgot to take the peacock curl out, everyone gets to see your mistake. Keeps me a little bit more honest. Peacock curl found. Alright, so we're going to take about 3 of these peacock curl fibers, and we're going to trim off the tips like so, and then we're going to tie those tips in right there where we've tied those butts off at. And we're going to kind of jam them right up next to the butts. Come forward with our thread, Now we're going to wind the peacock herl around to make our thorax. You can see this one's giving me a little bit of a hard time there. I want to split apart. You can spin those together. It's a little more of an advanced trick. So once you tie your peacock herl off, trim it. And now we want to tie in some legs. So I'm going to take a few more of our pheasant tail fibers. 3 on each side is about perfect. I'm just going to take these in and lay them right in like this. Right by the hook. I'm going to tie my far side on first. I don't love it. Let's try it again. Like that. And trim to get that out of the way. And then we're going to take 3 more. And rotate it up like that. And tie those in right on my side of the hook. Like so. And once you have those tied in, trim again. And now, lay your butts that you had tied back over the top of all that. Couple wraps over, couple wraps in front. Trim it carefully. And then just clean that up a little bit right there. You can see I've got a little bit of thread. Front. Clean that up. Whip finish. Just cure it. Maybe another couple of cleaning wraps there. Another whip finish. And we're done. And that is a basic pheasant tail. And we'll see you next time.